Hello there! Hi, we are back. And hi, William. Hello. We are back doing more fancy schmancy Unity things. Continuing to make our environment here. Let's get the background music started here. That's in good volume. Okay. So where we left off, things were looking like this. We kind of got a floor plan, maybe, that might be subject to a lot of change, and we got a bit of a catwalk thing, and we were experimenting with some texture stuff that I went and did a little bit more experimenting on my own, and yeah, we have this hexagon texture thing that over yonder I was able to take this random image we found. It's not very big, so it is very pixely, 256 by 256. And convert it into a normal map, so we do have the capabilities of having normal maps, so that's interesting. With textures, there's different types of textures that can be used for different things. The most common ones that you'll see games used are, well, the diffuse texture is just like the normal, what you think of as a texture, just the color and all that. And a normal map has to do with bumpiness, kind of, long story short. There's other types of these different types of textures as well to do with like shininess and certain lighting things, but I don't know if we'll experiment with any of that stuff. It'd be cool to, but I don't know if we have the capabilities of making such things. But anywho, so yeah, we're gonna be continuing to make this environment today. And actually, I'm gonna take this off. We're gonna be continuing to make this environment, and hopefully it'll continue to shape up nicely. So the first thing I actually want to do, I was dabbling with some lighting stuff yesterday. Oh, also I should just mention, yeah, we don't have walls yet. This is gonna be an interior environment with like walls and a ceiling and all that. We just haven't done those yet because it's kind of easier to work with for now without having walls. So yeah, especially because we might still be adjusting the floor plan and all that, and as soon as we do that, then we have to keep changing the walls and blah blah blah. So first thing that I wanted to do is that I actually have loaded up my other game that I've been working on, The Handyman with a Unicycle, and I wanted to copy some of the post-processing settings from this thing. So yeah, except I made a mistake that this game is not currently in the universal render pipeline. I want to put it over into the universal render pipeline at some point. I just haven't done that yet. However, in terms of lighting and all that, I have, where's my post-processing stuff? Let me go over to this scene. It'll be easier to find in a second as I wait for things to load. This scene has interesting post-processing stuff. This guy. So I don't think I can just copy a game object from one Unity project to another. I'm pretty sure it doesn't work that way. No. So I basically need to, we're going to do this and kind of copy from one side to another. Usually I have 3 monitors, one that has OBS and chat and all that, and then one I'd be working on, and then one off to the side, usually when I want to compare 2 things. Like right now, I have one unplugged so that I can have my headset plugged in, and I want to keep switching the cords around every 10 seconds. So, because when we're actually building the level here, I want to keep going back and forth, like looking at how it's looking in VR pretty constantly to get a good sense of how it's all shaping up. So, anyways, what I just wanted to do quickly was basically recreate this game object here. Didn't I already? I have a post-processing object already. I thought I did. I do. Yes. Also, yeah. Usually I have the console up here so that when like my head isn't blocking stuff much. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. So, what have we got here? So, volume. Yeah, this is gonna look a little bit different, but I think it should be mostly the same kind of thing. So, you know what? I'm just gonna clean slate this. Oops. Remove. And remove. And maybe there's a better way of doing this, but oh well, this is a way that has the ability to work. We're just gonna quickly go through. Why am I not seeing ambient occlusion as an option? No, you're kidding. I thought these were the same. Am I just blind? Is ambient occlusion not in... Okay, well, fine. I'll copy all that I can. I guess I can't get all of them. That's fine. I think in the universal render pipeline, it does ambient occlusion specifically in a different way, so I guess that's fine. Sure. Okay, so vignette, we had... I don't know, like, I'm going to copy all the settings one to one, and then we'll probably change them after, but yeah, just to start. Yeah, it looks like, yeah, some of the settings are going to be different. That's okay, though. Then we got some little bit of bloom, not too much, but it does help with some of the lighting stuff, I believe. And again, might change things, but we're gonna start with just, as I said, copying the settings one to one as best I can. Yeah, okay. Then got color grading, which is not. Oh yeah, this is one thing I know that's different, is that this whole thing, that's all just one big post-processing effect in the default render pipeline, is split up into a bunch of smaller things. So what all do I change? I think, because I don't change all of these settings. I know I bumped up like the saturation and stuff. I think I made like the tiniest change to the gamma, but that's not really, I don't know what that is. Tone mapping's a thing. That's not the same as, yeah, tone mapping is still a separate thing here, right? Tone mapping, I'm not seeing you. Or not, I don't know, whatever. I can still mess with this. And there's like, oh, you shouldn't. Well, if it looks better, then it's what I'm gonna do. Okay, saturation and all that. Where's that tucked under? Tone? Split toning? No, that's not it. Oops. No. Remove this, and where are you? Not gonna be white balance. That's gonna be, so temperature and tint, and change those. And I don't think I want to. I might actually with the factory thing. We'll see. But for now, color adjustments. There you are. Okay. Oops. And yeah, I did bump up the saturation, it would seem. I'm not seeing that much, taking much effect. Huh. Okay. I don't know to the degree to which, like the order of the post-processing effects, I don't know how much that matters. Like if it actually changes how things look, if you apply things before or after other things. Like I move this to the top, I don't see a difference, but maybe there is some with some of the post-processing effects. Especially, I imagine if you write your own custom post-processing effects, then it might matter more significantly. Okay, so this thing here of mode, low, high, external, I don't think that's a thing here. I think that's sort of replaced with the separate tone mapping thing, possibly. So I think that's everything. Did I change this? Oh, okay, I did do this where I bumped up the amount of red to just look nice with this scene with the yellows, I think. That's fine, okay. That's good enough for what I wanted to copy. Next was that I do have some lights in here. I just wanted to look at some of their settings. Although I imagine this is also going to be quite different just because different game engines. There's one, yeah, okay. Okay, I think that's all I wanted to copy from this for now, so let's get back to where I can see everything. So bloom is way too strong right now. I don't know why it is looking so much stronger here. Let's not do that. So without the bloom, oh, brightens it up quite a bit. Let's just play with settings, shall we? Wait, is it? Okay, I was thinking that the vignette would be partially responsible. Can also mess with all this stuff. I don't know if, like, it recommends that I don't mess with this, but I don't know if I want to anyways. Hey, if it looks better, then sure, but I'll try going without it for now. Yeah, now, yeah, as I just said, way too bright. Except, there's also going to be an interior scene. It might look different when we have walls and we don't have all of what's coming in from the skybox, but... So I probably don't want to, like, finalize these settings too much right now. I could do stuff like this. Yeah, I don't want to necessarily finalize these settings too much right now because I will probably be changing them. Okay, I don't know if that's really different from having no bloom to a little bit of bloom, huh? Sure, we'll try that. Okay, Yeah, okay, so what are we messing with next? Not exactly sure. So first of all, this texture that was temporary, well, I don't think it really works for a factory floor. It was just more messing around. And also, I have to make it, like, I need to find a higher resolution texture, perhaps. Okay, so... I don't know, what am I searching here? Just I also, like, I don't need a hexagon thing. I can just find, like, a normal, so tile floor, texture... See what we can find. I also, as a mistake I made before, I want to find something bigger. So let's, you can go like large. It's just, yeah, filter some things out that are not going to be helpful. Okay, which of these says factory and also seamless, like tileable? Doesn't need to be a tile floor. This isn't really what I'm thinking of in my head. I kind of want something like this, where like the tiling is very subtle, not like this necessarily. Or like this kind of a thing, maybe. But an actual texture. I could take something like this. That's really small. I need something bigger, preferably, especially because VR. Marble is the words there. Okay. So, and as I've also said before, like, part of the difficulty of this comes from just not knowing what words to search to find what I'm looking for. Having the word factory in this might help. Factory tile floor. Interesting. Okay, kind of like this for the video gamey feel, but that's not. I can tell already this is not like a tileable thing. Seamless. Oh, you got rid of my. Is this zoom? Why is it zoomed? No. Tool size large. Looks like this. I'm not so sure about. Oh. This is just too little detail, I guess. I don't know. I want more. Or You know what? Let's try something more simple like this, perhaps. Yeah. Let's just see. Let's play around. I don't want that. Let's go. So this is a concrete floor. At the very least, some of these textures we could use for other things. Like, maybe I could repurpose this as like a wall texture or something. It's a texture. I'm gonna trust the JPEG. Okay, so this and over here. Got you. You're really big. Okay, I'm gonna then also try doing the same, making a normal texture out of it as I did with this one, because normal textures help a lot, it would seem, especially with a higher resolution texture. Yeah, I'll just see how that goes. So open with a Photoshop. Okay, so this, what I did before was doing this 3D generate normal map, and then just hit OK when things come up. Yep. Now it did weird things to like because I think as I've gotten some notifications before that Photoshop is less supporting the 3D functionality stuff, I guess. So it looks like some of this is breaking apart, but it's fine. Hey man, oh, just peeking around. Hi, hello. We are doing more right now texture stuff, but as part of doing more making environment things. That, yeah, is so far going well. We just found a like a concrete floor texture we're gonna mess around with. But soon we'll get back into actually modeling things. I still, as I've made clear, I don't entirely know what we're going for here. Like with this environment, I am still figuring out a lot of what I want to do with it. But we're getting there. So let's just try this floor with the other texture, which be, where's the actual texture? It's this one. So I'm just gonna go like blah. Oh, that's weird but interesting. Giving it the only also I have to set this, I have to tell this that it's a normal map because that affects things. Giving it the normal map of a completely different texture is interesting, but not what I'm going for. I don't know where the blue tint is coming from, but I mean, partially, possibly from the post-processing. But if I do this, I can also increase like how much bumpiness is coming from the normal map. Shouldn't be too high though, but higher than. Try like a 2. And I can also mess with the well, metallicness and smoothness and all that stuff. Where, yeah, okay, I don't think I want it to be that shiny. It's maybe not. I mean, it could be a little shiny. Although, like, when we have actual better lighting in here, like, the lighting is going to be completely redone, especially when we have an actual, like, walls and stuff. Also, rather than having the, oh, how's it going? Cool, looks fun? Yeah, cool indeed. We don't necessarily have to have the entire floor be this texture. Like, first of all, so it's tiled maybe way more than it needs to be. Let me try. Oh, interesting. Problem with less tiling is that then you can kind of see the pixels. So I just want to go back to the 100 real quick. And I'm just, actually, let's go for also less bumpiness. I want to see how it's looking in the VR. Get things untangled here. I don't really need the hands. So you guys will see this in a second, maybe. What? I'm just seeing black right now. I have to wait for the Oculus software stuff to actually load up. But yeah, as I said, we don't have to, like, while I'm waiting, we don't have to have the entire you know, ground be this one texture. We can, like, perhaps have like a path or like along the edge of the wall have a different material. We, you know, mess with all that stuff just as a starting point. That's kind of a default. This could work. Okay. Any day now? And also, we don't care about how the texture is like doing weird things on the side here because we don't really need the underside of this anyway. It's just for now. Hello. Can I see anything? Oculus. Okay, it's loading up. Just taking its sweet old time. Coding time. Hey, Aluska. Not exactly coding, but yeah. See, when I'm, you may notice the trend of when I'm doing stuff that's not coding, it takes a million years longer than when I'm doing the coding things, because I don't know what I'm doing when it comes to 3D modeling, but with programming, I have a little bit more of a plan. When it's Unity programming, anyway. Okay, any day now? I still not seeing anything. I'm gonna try, now that Oculus loaded up, going out and back in. Mayhaps. Okay, I can see Oculus things. I just don't see Unity things yet. Oh, hi. Okay, got jump scared by my cup. Okay, so you all can kind of see what I'm seeing here. Let me just. There you go. Yeah, I don't need my hands. I just want to look at what this is looking like. Mainly, like, looking at the ground. How does that texture look? Actually look pretty big. It's looking better than the hexagon thing, anyway. Into the distance, like, yep, that. I mean, it's a little bland, but it is a texture at any rate. I'm more so looking at, like, am I fine with, like, the resolution of it, which I think so. I want to mess with the where was it? The normal map, like, amount. If I crank this to a 10, I'm curious of what that looks like. Oh, I had to unpause. That'd be an important step. Oh, I actually immediately like that better. From a distance, anyway. Up close. Yeah. I like the more bumpiness. It is very, again, like, not that detailed, you know, tile, whatever. But it could work. It works for now as a temporary thing. Just playing around with what textures can do for us. Now, I don't know how well if we texture everything, I don't know how well it's going to mesh with, like, how the raccoon here is not textured, but we'll make it work. Maybe we'll touch up this guy and give him, like, a texture that actually looks like fur or something. if that can make him look better. We shall see. I also got those fans there still, and the catwalk. Yeah, okay. There's my analysis. Hold on. Okay. And it's very different looking at it just like through the screen like this. It is very different looking at it like this and actually seeing it in the headset. Also, I think I might crank this down just a bit. So it's important for me to continuously look at it in the headset and see, yeah, how it's looking like in the environment of where people actually be playing the game. Oh, I'm missing messages. Oops. I was working on server stuff today. Ooh, fun. And made some advancements. Nice. I feel like it's impossible to do anything without a good guide. Oh, yeah, my little bit of dabbling with server stuff, mainly for school. Yeah, it'd be very, very complicated to figure out what you're doing. And server for what? Life is feudal your own? I'm not sure what that means. Is that the name of some game thing or something like that? I do also host 7 Days to Die and I know that's a game. Avorion, I'm gonna guess that's a game as well, servers, but I don't focus on those. What? It's a pretty old game. Yeah, there we go. I streamed for like 3 hours. They barely got 2 viewers. Oh no. Yeah, it's a process to grow or whatever. That was me in my early days. I'm still in my early days. I've only been streaming since September of last year. So I'm surprised how much I've grown even since then. Like this is crazy. Yeah, it's the name of the game. Figured. Fair enough. Even like this game doesn't have a name yet. It's just VR trash sorting, but we're hoping to come up with a good name for it eventually. It's like the Handyman with Unicycle, where I had a name before I even started working on the game, back in the planning phases. Yeah, we do have a name for this guy. It's Raz the Raccoon, but yeah. Okay, anyways, so, one thing I do want to do as a quick little bit of debugging is how'd that happen? These guys are supposed to, I was going to say that these things are supposed to be hovering up and down, and they weren't, so I wanted to quickly dissect why, and I just figured out why. It's that the distance was set to not 0. This, I don't need to be in VR to test. I can just look at it. Are they hovering up, down? Oh, that's too much. Even that's too much. Okay, 0.1. And I purposely have them out of sync with each other. Even that's a bit much. I can also mess with the speed. 2 and 0.03. All right. Sure. Okay. Yeah. Oh, hi, new person. PQN_GOFER. Hi. Hello. I don't know if that was meant to be pronounced by like words. I see the second kind of like golfer, maybe. Hello, or gopher would maybe be the pronunciation. But hi, hello, hey, and thanks for the follow. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Working with .cs, XML, INI, and also SQL. Sometimes I hate it. Yeah, sounds very, very complicated. I recognize some of those words. No, .ini is like an initialization thing, right? I believe. But I've not done much server programming, so yeah. Welcome, new people. We are making a VR game where it's sorting garbage, but we're making it fun. I'm doing this for a school project, so I don't get it's like voluntold to do this. Making a VR trash sorting game, but we're doing what we can to make it awesome. Right now we're working on environmental things where I'm more of a programmer than a 3D artist, but I'm doing my best. We're trying to make an environment. I have stuff on a little whiteboard here. It's missing a lot of things because I can't draw well, but yeah, it's been the start of a plan. Also, this is going to be an indoor environment, so there's going to be walls here eventually. Just haven't done that yet. And this will be wall with this kind of cutout. So that's the idea. And then, it's like a script from what I know. Yeah. I believe that INI stands for initialization or something along those lines. And what is not a script? Yeah, complicated coding things, that for sure. Oh, another thing I was gonna say. So for those who remember this stuff, actually, let me run. This is a different game, but there's some code I want to steal from this. Actually, I already did. I just haven't implemented it yet. I did this thing at one point, and I want some of this in our game, or I mean in the other one, in the VR one. Basically, I find that lots of little moving things really helps with cool environmental stuff. So I started with having like these fans that still might mess with how they spin and all that. But having some fans that are like casting shadows, got some moving things there. And I want to have more things, basically. So this environment, as I've said here, let me actually just do this and this real quick. As I've said, this environment is this like industrial area. It's also in the no, it's not in the title anymore, but just generically making environmental stuff for a VR game. I don't know titles, but anyways, this is an like industrial environment. I have some ideas of kind of what I want, but mostly like just bottom line, whatever looks cool, whatever looks visually interesting. One thing I'm not sure of is why the shadows are doing this. I don't think they were doing this in game. I don't know if this is just a scene view thing. Let me double check real quick. Yeah, the shadows go. Oh, do they? Is that? I can't tell if that catwalk shadow is being cut off or not. Those things are moving. Those might be too high, but that's okay. Oh, the shadows are getting cut off in the distance. I mean, I get that being a performance thing, but how can I have that not happen? Oops. Hold on. Let me stop running over my cords here. It's just a way to assign values to some variables, at least here. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Question, is it you who's designing this game, or is it someone else from school? So it's a group project. So me and 5 other people are making this game. I'm a portion of making this, and I've taken it upon myself to do a lot of this environmental stuff, and then whatever else I'd get involved with going forward. But I'm the one with the most Blender artsy skills, so yeah, I'm trying to make environmental things. So yeah, but yes, it is a group project. So yep, there's your answer. Well, yes, I was figuring out why. So I don't know why this is happening, or what to do about it. But why are the shadows not? Why are they not going all the way into the distance? Or like, what would I control to mess with that? I doth not know. Bias. Probably in like a pipeline setting thing. I'm gonna need to. I tell this to be important for that. No, that's not gonna do anything. I get that lighting stuff is expensive on all calculations and all that, but I'd like to at least be able to control how far away the shadows are. It's probably going to be maybe in lighting settings here. Why is it being slow? Respond one day. Okay, oh yeah, all these settings. Do I want to mess with these? Actually, I'm going to do one thing real quick. Blah and blah. This game, I want to copy some of the lighting settings I was messing around with this, because I can. Okay, so, except this is in the universal render pipeline, this is in the this is in the default render pipeline, this is in the universal render pipeline, so things would be different, but still going to copy things anyways. Except I won't make numbers lower, I will only make numbers higher, I'm going to say, because, yeah, I can. 2, 5, 6, 4, I'm going to keep that at 4. Filtering, I don't know if advanced or auto, go to advanced. Sure, I don't know what most of these numbers do, I'm just copying things. Well, I have kind of a rough idea, but keep those all how they are. Ambient occlusion, yes, please. Okay. So next, one thing I actually should be doing is marking some of this environment as static. like the floor and the catwalks and the things that aren't going to move. Yep. Fans going on high, doing something. So for now, I didn't even name the catwalk. Let me go do that real quick. But I actually have organization in all this. I'm figuring out still what I want to put like underneath the catwalk. I just thought like, let's have a catwalk, and I guess this is the way that that's gonna go around, because why not? I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just trying things and hoping that they work. So if I do that now, I don't think I can. From previous experience, trying to bake the lighting now kind of really messes with the stream, because this be using like all. Actually, let's see what happens. Stream might suffer. If it does, I will cancel this. Let's see what happens. Ha 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 ha. Let me also close this and close this. Okay. Keeping an eye out. Seems it's fine so far. Ready on the force stop button. Whoa. This is baking the lighting with the settings that I've currently set, which, I mean, I'll probably have to rebake stuff soon anyway, but... Okay, it actually seems fine so far. Okay, I'm just gonna keep working on stuff with the assumption that it's fine. So either way, that didn't seem to... Oh, I didn't change environmental stuff. Let me do that too real quick, while I'm waiting anyway. Environment. Change some of this anyway. Sun source. I don't actually know what this does to set a sun source, but I'll do that. Hey, okay, it's doing things. Oh no, it's, oh no, I called it. I knew this would happen. Oh no. 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 Okay, I canceled it. No, I didn't. I'm trying to. No. Okay. We're good? We're good. I knew that. I thought it would happen, and it did. I was right. Let's just... No. I think it's good now? We good. Okay, I will do that another time. Well, I can set up a lot of this stuff, and then only bake the lighting, like, between streams or something. It should be fine. Either way, I did kind of want to be focusing more on the actual modeling side of things anyhow, but... Okay, all that's staying the same. This, I don't need to change. Okay, still being a bit framey. Okay, nope, okay, we're good. Jeez. I will minimize you and have just you. I stopped it. What calculations are you still doing? Yeah. All good. It's now going in and out of being good and not good, and I don't know what it's doing. Okay, let's do some Blender things while I wait for Unity to fix itself. So what Blender things are we doing? I don't know. Oh, that's not how that's supposed to... Why are you... Like, that's the magenta of, I don't have a texture. I prefer if you weren't doing that. Over here. You're looking for a material that doesn't exist. Yes, that would do it. Just gonna use this. I mean, sure. 50? Sure. I don't care too much about what this is looking like here. Okay. Yes. Don't worry, man, at least because of me, know how it works after all. Yeah, it seems to be fine now. Just let it do its thing. So, what am I actually wanting to do in terms of making more stuff? I don't know what I want. So, we have these fans here. I mean, I think I like their placement and how big they are. I might change their colors and materials and all that. I guess I could start making some of the walls. You know what? Let's do that real quick. Oh, okay, I'm starting to get ideas of what I want to do next. So let's start making the walls as they are now. Probably, hopefully it won't be that bad to change later if I do. I don't think I'll be drastically changing the floor plan now. So we'll see what happens. Are you off? Hold on, okay, I'm just gonna give this a solidify modifier and that'll be fine. Solidify. be more thick. Thank you. Okay, let's just trace along the edges. Do I want so I have two options of something I can do here. I can either have like each wall be its own object, or have the entire span of the wall all be one object. I don't know which would be better for like the texturing side of things. Also, this is just gonna be far easier if I make some of these more line up with edges. Which I just have to go and do stuff like this. No, wrong one. That's not what I was going for. What? What makes you line up with the 0.25? Okay, that's not what I was expecting, but sure. I noticed that this one's slightly off. Just that could be the X now. Yeah, just lining some of these up just makes it a little bit easier. Oops, didn't line up those. Okay. Now should we get... What do you mean? No, you're probably close enough. Okay. Doesn't need to be exact, just needs to be close enough. Actually, I mean, it does matter a little bit. There needs to not be, like, holes in the floor, but it's probably fine. Okay. What happened here? What happened here? What? Excuse me? Oh, you didn't... Oh, I don't have X-ray turned on. That would do it. Okay, I'm just gonna delete that and try again on that wall there. Yep, okay. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, so again, giving this a solidify modifier so I can see it better, and there's more room for error. Okay, so now you're getting everything I want. Yes. Okay, this. Okay, you know, I'm just gonna trace around roughly and then fix it all after. It's yeah, it's all right. Okay. Oops. Yeah. So yeah, we're in this like this environment. It's just some generic like factory kind of aesthetic, and okay, I'll have to do something with the actual fan blades there. Some kind of like a recycling plant-esque thing because you're sorting garbage. There's not much rules for what this has to look like, as I said, other than just whatever looks cool, and just that we decided it was going to be an interior environment. Yeah, okay, so that's walls. Probably need to make the walls a lot taller because factory. Okay. Yeah, this just becomes a lot easier. Oops, not that one. If I line up a lot of these. Are you not? You really need to be a 0.25? I don't know how that's... Oh, because the origin of this is probably messed up. That would do it. Oops, not that. Where's the origin of this? Are you on? Oh, you have a 0.5. Okay, let's just go origin to 3D cursor, which is at the 0. Let's do the same with the wall here, which already is dealt with. Okay, now this should just be a little easier to make consistent. Yeah, there we go. Haha, math and stuff. Oops, wrong numbers. Yeah, this just becomes, like, it doesn't have to line up with the grid marks. It just, as you're seeing, it's becoming easier to work with if they are. Oops, wrong. And it's mainly just the edges that matter. I don't care about like lining up like those ones, for example. And also like down this corridor is like just going outside of like where the player can see. So also like up here doesn't matter as much. But yeah, hey Chroma, I'm gonna play with a bit with some friends. See you later. All right. Yeah, see you, Luska. Nice work, by the way. Thank you. Hopefully we can make a lot of progress today with this environment. I don't know how much longer it's gonna take to like finish it to the point where I'm happy with it. But we're just gonna keep working until that's the case, and hope we can make something that looks cool. Yeah, I'm just hoping it will. Okay, that looking good. Next, I'm just gonna raise the roof. What could be interesting for more just variance and different stuff is that different parts of the roof could be slightly different heights. maybe. Okay, well, just do the walls for now. Well, oh, what are you doing? What calculations are you doing, Unity? Okay, guess we're not going back to Unity yet. Okay, if it doesn't respond eventually, I should be fine to just force close it. It'll probably be fine. Okay, let's call this walls. I have like a mix of naming some things after just colors and other things after what they actually are. Eventually, they'll all be named after what they are. Just some of these placeholder things aren't. For now, these walls are going to be like, I don't know. That wasn't what I had in mind, but yeah, sure, maybe. I don't know, what says factory? I kind of, maybe go for like a green. Because, why not? Not like, that's an ugly green, but like, with better lighting, might look better. And none of, like, a lot of it's all temporary, just messing around colors and stuff. I'm gonna actually change this to, is anything else using this? No? Okay. Well, maybe. There was, now there isn't. Catwalk. Which, I don't know if brown's what we, or gray's what we want with this. Could, like, maybe tint it towards blue a bit. I don't know. We'll see. This is gonna just be some metal. Okay. So, cutting the actual holes for these, gotta figure out that. And also what the back of this is gonna look like, because I don't know. If you're looking through this, because actually you can, in the Unity thing, you can see through this. What would be on the other side? How about, here's just an idea. Well, if I just do this. This kind of a thing. Just have it actually turn up and out of view. Quite fine. So if you're looking through it, then, yeah. And then I'm actually going to delete this and copy this over. Now, in terms of this merging with the walls, these currently have the floor texture. They shouldn't. A new texture that's going to be fan. What would you call that? Several variable names. Just fan surrounding. I don't know. It's fine. Okay. This is going to be some kind of metal. You are not doing this. Can I have you not? Just go back to being a color. Yes. Okay. Just be a color. Be fine. Except this is gonna be some classic metal color. Even the fans, I don't know. We'll see what they end up looking like. Now I need to actually cut a hole in the wall just to see what would be the best way to go about that. That's gonna be easy to modify later. I almost think that would I maybe want to combine these and this into one object? Do it that way. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna move this purposely just a little bit past where it needs to be. Well, that's actually interesting if they actually come out more like that. And then I was gonna Boolean modifier the wall with the things here. Difference, and then find fan surrounding thing. Actually, I don't know what you're called. Fan hole. Okay, sure. Bois and no, not that. This. No. Oh wait, you're not gonna. You're just gonna cut a hole that's like this. You're not actually gonna cut a hole all through the center, unless you're like a hollow thing. Intersect. Oh, that's interesting. I can think of ways of doing this. I'm trying to think of like what would be a good way that would be easy to change later or undo and all that. But okay, might make just a separate circle. Yeah, that's probably fine if I just make a cylinder would be more what I want. But no, I wanted to probably change your dimensions. Or do I? 32, probably fine. Okay. No, I want to move you. This is going to be the object we use to cut a hole in the wall. So it needs to kind of match the size of the hole. Let me go back to like this so I have more More space. Okay, so you need to be like there. This is why this is the problem with the walls. Having the walls is hard to work with. Oh, do something like this. Okay. So this is just, we call it wall cut hole. And yeah, I'll name things without spaces. Yeah, sure. You don't need material because you're just here to help me define some of the other space here. So this, instead of that, is going to use wall cut hole. And there's actually going to be 2 of these. Duplicate. Well, before I duplicate this, it'd be much easier if I get one working and finalized, and then get one working and finalized, and then duplicate it onto the other one. In fact, I may should have done that before I put the Boolean modifier, but whatever, it's fine. So currently it's looking kind of like this. Pretty cool. I actually could want a little bit of this coming through. Probably, maybe not, but I do like the idea of this actually, like this thing. It just looks interesting the way it kind of protrudes from the wall rather than being perfectly up against it. So one thing that's going to help here is if the wall thing has the same X and Z positions. No, same Y and Z positions. So that they're just in the exact same place. Because I need this to be at that center. Okay. But now you just need to be a little bit bigger. Okay. Sure, that works. And then, as I said before, easily modifiable. So now if I almost want to actually parent this to the fan. Like if I parent this to this, then I can move one and it'll move the other. Let's do that real quick. I have a separate collection for fans still. Fan, it's this thing. Oops, this one, I think. Yeah. I can also move it forward just a bit. Not that I guess it doesn't really matter. It doesn't even need to be this thick. I don't know if that helps the calculations or whatever. Applying the scale might. Yeah, so now can I scale this down and have it scale the underneath thing? Kinda. Interesting. Yep. Actually, I will leave this being a bit thicker. Just gives me more room to do that. Okay, so this. Oops. Apply scale. Hide you. Cool. Except now I need to duplicate you over to here. Actually, hitting all the wrong buttons. I think that's perfectly where it needs to be. And I just need to reparent the object to the other things. Yeah. Let me get rid of some of the naming on this. Make it how it's supposed to be. Okay. Hide you, hide you. You aren't using. Wall isn't using that. There we go. Huzzah! Cool. Has Unity responded yet? Are you kidding? All right, task manager away. I don't know what happened here, but oh well. It's about to be fixed with force. Oh, no. I don't know which is which. Probably the one with the more processes. If I close the unicycle one, that's fine. Okay, yep, I guess I'm closing both of them. Just, yeah, okay. And I will open it again. And then it will process, hopefully. In the meantime, I might actually not have these come out as much, but I do, as I said, I kind of like how they just come out at all. In fact, maybe I will then make this a bit thicker so that it looks more intentional or something. I don't know, it's just weird random details that just, I don't know, I like it. Anyways, next. So I don't even know if I like the fan color. That was a gray. Make it a bit more towards, could be like a pure black. Oh, make it almost black. Okay. What do I want to do next? So I know that like warehouses kind of do, I want a lot of like pipes and stuff going across the ceiling. I could start working on some of that. I just don't know if I want to, because then I could start doing more of the lighting of this environment. I just don't know if I want to do that before I've, I don't know, made a lot of what's going to be along the actual floor here. Because I feel like once I'm doing that, I'm going to change more of the floor plan. But I mean, if I do, you know, I guess it's not that hard to change as long as it's not super drastic, like adding more hallways or whatever. Like, I think I'm fine with the general shape of this. Okay, so let's make a roof then, which should be just doing this. Material, call it roof. Oh, I noticed that there's a scale here that's not applied. Let's do that. Not just that, but this needs to be scaled, like it needs to be upside down. Or wait, hold on, let me back up. Let's do this. Yeah. Yes, that's what I want. I think that's doing what it's supposed to. So let's just say that this is our environment, and also I don't know if the roof is as tall as it should be, but I think it's fine. Oh, the thing I said that I didn't follow through with is the random idea of making the roof slightly different sizes in different places. I wonder if I could make work. Even just like, these two around the corner just kind of going like this. I don't know. Looking at that. Wait, hold on. I can do this better, more efficiently. If I go into shift select both the wall and the roof at the same time, then I can move their vertices together. Yeah. Again, like it doesn't need to make sense. It's just part of doing this. Oh, I probably will then want to make a wall or like a vertices here to match this. Unless I want to have this lower like sooner, but I don't know. We'll see. And it's also like the further this is away from the player, the less it needs to be perfectly exact. But of course, the closer it is, the better. Okay. And I don't know, maybe in the center room, having this whole line be a bit smaller. Maybe this. So it's like where the player is has a slightly bit of a shorter roof. So going into the main distance in front of them, it kind of goes up. What angle do I want to be looking at this at to move this effectively? Wait, why does this have... Why is there even geometry there? It doesn't need to be. But I will... Now there will need to be. I'm going to move this here. Yep. Okay, so all of this and all of this probably look better if it includes all of this. Or no, maybe have this going into the distance go up and then down for reasons. I also made a mistake. I only need the top part. I don't need the bottom for what I'm trying to do. And before I do anything, I think I do need more vertices that are actually matching these spots. No. Okay. You good? You good? You almost good? I definitely need one here. And on the other side. Losing my bearings here. No, this side, yes. Alright, getting there. Just kind of do this setup so it's less tedious work after the fact. No. Get on there. Get on there. I don't know what is this? That's way over there. Okay, so that's whatever. That's fine. Okay. So, I want this vertex, this one, this one, oops, this one, this, and this. And lower. I don't know how much I want to lower it, but lowering it at all just seems interesting. Oh, I probably wanted to... Oh, that's interesting. I don't know if I want this, but now that I'm seeing it, I'm like, ooh, could be something just interesting to experiment with is like, yeah, why not have down this corridor that one side of the roof is lower than the other side? In fact, this is the side with the random catwalk, so maybe this is something I want. Maybe even lowering this too. It's just like random wackiness that doesn't need to make sense in like real life. Oh, oops. Well, okay, I'll unmove this. Doesn't need to make sense in real life. It's just a game. The floor should the floor be flat? I mean, that would be another element of could potentially be interesting is having the floor go on a bit of an angle. I don't know. Or just messing with random things that could have the potential of being cool. Like, what if I did this? What if? It goes up a bit of a slope, and that. Or, I mean, could go down, help it make the back look even bigger. So it goes down a bit of a slope, pushing the whole catwalk just more into the air. In fact, then I might lower the whole catwalk just enough for that slope to touch the ground. Fix this slope to touch the ground, which, as well, I was gonna make this slope actually like stairs at some point, so might still do that. Yeah. Okay, so how does this be looking? Oh, did I? I don't know what color the roof should be, or if it should even still have that. It shouldn't have that concrete floor thing. Might have just a different texture eventually, but for now we're just gonna make it a solid color that is like this green. Yeah, again, it's a kind of an ugly green, but I don't know, like this. I don't know if I want to go for more for dark colors or light colors, but wait, are the normals of that roof proper? And also, again, another thing is that it doesn't matter how it looks in Blender, it only matters how it looks in Unity, because that's where we're actually playing the game. So, yeah, okay. Like now that green is more darker than I intended. Also, oh, yeah. Yeah, this view is just different from how it's actually going to be seen. Yada yada. Okay, I don't think maybe I want to go with green with the actual wall color. I just thought like green lights could look cool. So maybe I go for more of this kind of a thing. Let's go with white for the roof, I guess. Over here. Close this. The roof is upside down. I thought I specifically aimed to not have that happen. But okay, Shift N. Oops, Shift N. If I do that, but now I would think you'd be on the wrong side, and you are. So if I do this, now you're where you're supposed to be. Why not? Like I'm inverting the normals that should be like flip-flopping what it's doing. Okay, whatever. Just do this. And then, well, here, let me do one thing. Let me just turn off the solidify modifier completely for a moment. Okay. Do this. Let me have a look at it. Maybe the solidify mod. I don't know. No, wait. Even with the solidify modifier, then both sides should be, because it should go all the way around. So I don't know what it's doing. I can't even go S-1 now because it's the way that it is. Oh wait, is that just not doing anything? This just looks like it's not doing anything. Oh, okay, I mean that would explain it. I thought that was specifically supposed to... Okay, wait, rather than calculate normals, instead if there's like, isn't there a flip normals? thing. Maybe now? Why? Are you just not doing any of what I want you to be doing? I don't understand why you won't be... Why are you trying to be face up? You have no reason to be. I mean, if I turned you around like this, now you're gonna be the... Like, you would be the right way around, except you're just not. Oh, wait. Oh, that's the coloring of it. Wait, why are you a light blue? Oh, I assumed this was like, oh, I'm just seeing the sky. Wait, was it inverting? I just wasn't really being able to tell that it was. Oh, my bad. Well, no, that's still sky. Oh, okay, so that is, okay, what are the odds? Yeah, okay, so that is the roof. It's just, for some reason, a really bright blue, and I actually don't know why that's the case currently. That's not the color I gave you, I don't think. It made you a white. Hold on, I mean, let's say I make it red. Are you gonna... Like, it's the post-processing would be my bet as to what's messing with this. Okay, we're just gonna do that for a moment, I guess. Oh yeah, also this is supposed to not be here on the Unity end. Okay. Okay. So now let's go back to a, well, more normal color. I don't even know what I want to lean towards. I don't know why that's what it's even trying to be. I could make it not so bright. Some weirdness happening from, like, the skybox. I don't know. It's fine. Anyways, so let's just say that we had this. Now, first thing I noticed is the floors are not perfectly lined up because I can see through them, so let's deal with that. Now, question... oh. Okay, question is, which of these is not on the grid? And actually, here's another thing. I should be able to... I'm not going to get rid of these. I don't actually need the solidify modifiers in theory. The planes themselves should be perfectly lined up. It might just be easier to line things up if I have them like that. Okay. Let me also name this roof. This... Hold on, let me... I don't know what to do with the collection stuff. Really, yeah, it's fine. Okay. Roof. Where's the roof? Roof. That I just had. There you are. I need to turn you off. What is? Oh, that's the catwalk. I was like, what is that? Might have to readjust the catwalk. I'm not sure, but we'll see. So the wall, or the floor here is not perfectly lined up. I believe it's supposed to be on this one. I think it was this one. Oh, wait. Wait, what? How are you exactly where you need to be? I was expecting to then have to correct you. Okay. Sure. Let's just do this one at a time, I guess. I'll just scan around this for stuff that's not lined up. I can see you. I mean, technically, I guess the floors themselves, I could overshoot them on purpose. Like, I could have the floor here do like this, and maybe I want that, because then there's, like, no chance of it leaking through. You know, maybe I will do this. Might just be easier this way. I want to do this with the roofs, too. Not sure, not sure. Or do I want to do this? Let me actually... I don't know if this is a good practice to do, or if I... Yeah, I shouldn't be doing this. Because, I mean, in theory, it should just work being fully lined up. I don't know. Maybe I will just go through and continue just correcting these manually. There's not that many to do. Because the next one was here. Yeah, just not lined up. Okay. That moved like a lot more than I thought it would. Hmm. Oh, you're still not. Okay. And this one. I guess I could just keep going all the way around. I guess most of these do need to just be corrected, which is fine. Rather than... Well, let's say that I now need to do this on the roof because I copied the roof from the floor here. Oops. It's supposed to be a 33. Okay. Nope. Yep. Sure. Okay. Just gotta keep going and fixing all these very meticulously. We're almost there. This is also a good thing of not having everything finalized, because then there'd be way more vertices to change. So yeah. Almost there. Almost made the loop. The ones that are not on the edges don't matter as much. But yeah, okay, there we go. I will, I don't know if it'd be easier to just recopy the ground into the roof rather than now making the same changes. Actually, without the solidify modifier, this is actually probably a lot easier to work with. If looking in on the environment like this. Okay, I don't think I see any like holes where there shouldn't be. Okay, so then for the roof, it'd be nice if in Blender here is the same level of I'm only seeing. Actually, no. I think there's a way of doing this to only see the side that that I should be seeing. How do I? Where's the walls? Walls are here. I mean, actually, I guess I'm just deciding, like, do I, as I said, recopy the ground? I mean, I guess, yeah, that would be faster. Let's do it. Just recopy the ground into the roof. Oh yeah, this is the one drawback, is that without the solidify modifier just working at like the side view, it's harder to see things. But I guess that's not too bad. I can work with it. Okay, what's like a baseline? Okay, so now I need to, here I guess I can put back in the solidify modifier temporarily just so it's easier to see things. And put back on you. Okay, shouldn't be too hard to just realign, especially just because of the snapping. Makes it a million times easier. I bumped all this down. And this is like one less for some reason. Okay. You know what? Also, here's another wacky thing. Let's make this slightly lower so it's like it goes up and then down, just because it can. Yeah, okay. I think now it's time to maybe see what this is. Oh, well, okay, first of all, I noticed one that's not lined up. And that'd be this one. How'd that happen? Oh, because this wall doesn't have a vertex here, which it should. I would like it to. There we go. Still don't know if I like the colors, but I also need to give the roof back its own material. That's not the wall material. Or the floor material. I have that. It's here. Make it darker. Even, like, I don't know. I don't think I like this color. But I think with actual textures, the stuff will look better. It's all placeholder. Oh, the roof still has not the solidify modifier. Okay, or it still has it, and it needs to not have it, is what I meant. Okay. Getting there. We are getting there. Not again. Actually, this is an easy fix. I believe. Okay, some weird shininess, but again, I think that's coming more down to materials. In fact, I think now's a good time to re-extract materials. Why is this an empty folder? I thought I... Where are you redirecting to? Oh, I put you... Oh, and textures. That wasn't supposed to happen. No, 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 no. That's not... None of that is what I wanted. Oh, no. Well, we're just gonna... It's fine for now. I think all of the ones with the ones in them, needed to be deleted. Especially like that. I don't know about this gray 1 to 5, but okay, this one. And all the ones that look identical. Except I don't know about those. It's fine. Whatever. We'll clean up all that material stuff later. It's a mix of weirdness right now. Okay, so I was gonna quickly do as well. It's just so it's the metallicness and the smoothness that's gonna be messing with some things. So I don't know. Just as a baseline, I guess. Like, Start with that, I guess. I don't know. Okay, I want to see what this is looking like in VR. Actually, seeing the whole this environment exist all around. Okay. Hello, Raz. All right. Still got a random door there that we need to make actually a door eventually. I think I can grab my hands here. Okay, so and I'll for now just maximize. Still got all the temporary garbage things to get rid of eventually. Hands? Got hands. Yeah, interesting. Interesting. I can... Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's an environment, I don't know what I expected, but I can see the difference in roof heights. Oh yeah, those actually exist properly now. I like them. Now we can actually see, well, there being a wall and then, as opposed to them just floating like they were before. Yep. Anyway, this is all just like background stuff, but still want it to look nice. We got the floating things. Those are looking cool. Ooh, they're slightly glowing because of the post-processing we did. That's what Bloom can do. Yeah, so saying like what of this I like and don't like. There's a lot of like lighting is still a big issue. Especially if the walls are not lit how they should be at all. But we're gonna get to that. Also, like the floor is the only thing that has a texture on it. I think be easier to tell how some of the wall stuff is going. Like it's currently doing when it has actual texture stuff going on. But for now. Oh wait, we have a problem. I'm gonna need to change the. Well, not a problem, but something I did on purpose that you can't see. That corridor that way, it goes down and then turns. I want to be able to see the turn, so I need to pull that wall back. I already did that, but I guess I need to pull it back more. I misjudged. Okay. So let's do that. Yeah. That. Okay. Okay, yeah, I want to be able to see around this corner a decent bit. And, I don't know, maybe we'll readdress the way I've done the roof stuff, but again, it'll be easier to tell when there's lighting. And also the roof is not going to be just flat. I want to do the whole warehouse roof thing where there's lots of, like, pipes and stuff in the ceiling. And that's where a lot of our lighting's going to come from, I think, as well. Because right now we just have a directional light. We'll have, hopefully, actual lighting soon. Okay, so what was I meant to do? This corridor isn't needs to be pulled back more. So let's do that. That's like the floor 2. Oh, I didn't rename this. Roof. Okay. Don't know if I want to pull back this as well. I guess we're gonna see. Let me just start with how far do I have to pull back this wall to be able to see the corner as it is right now. Yep, and I guess I just need to keep seeing. Oh, the roof did weird roof things, but still though. Okay, I mean now I can see around the corner. How do I see around a little bit more though? Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna pull it back even more, and then I'm gonna want to make the corridor shorter, but it gives more. That means the catwalk will be a little bit longer, so like that's something. One more, and then all of this. Actually, let me just shift select the catwalk at the same time. Might be easier to change it all together. So I want to move this down, but then all of this corridor down. I don't know how far down, but maybe we'll try like that. I don't want it to be too wide. It was meant to be just like, well, yeah, a corridor, but I guess it could be like wide enough, like machinery and trucks and stuff are gonna come through it, I suppose. I mean, yeah, now I can see around it. And like, if I'm doing stuff, yeah, I guess so. Deciding if I, yeah, like that distance. I just feel like this was part of just having the room be like not symmetrical. You got like a path going that way, path going that way, path going that way, because, but also, well, yeah. Oh, that needs the catwalk needs to be lowered. I'm seeing that. Yeah, and also just looking like the building exists more than just the room you're in, by having corridors that go off to other areas that you don't get to see, just because. Wow. What do I? Oh yeah, I was gonna put like a window here as well at some point. Oh, I want to just quickly Google because this will save my sanity. Can I make it so that in Blender the back sides of objects are actually invisible? Because that would, just like how it's currently looking in Unity. So Blender, make back faces invisible. Even just transparent would be. Or like some kind of alpha slider with it would be nice. Whoops. Something along those lines. Material properties, scroll down. There, okay. Oh, okay, I know where that is. Okay. So, oh, you can do it by material. Interesting. I mean, I'm not seeing backface culling, but I don't know like what views this applies to. Yes. 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 Okay, this is great. I don't really need this on everything, mainly just the walls, floor, and ceiling. Okay. Perfect. Beautiful. Awesome. Okay, that makes this a lot, just a million times easier to work with. Oh, it doesn't really do it in, is it doing it? I guess maybe it might have been. Okay. Okay, next. So the roof is, for some reason, oh, I can still select it. Interesting how that works. The roof is doing weird roof things in Unity, and let me go look into why. Oh, it's like it's gone on both sides. Did I? Oh, I just did that. Okay. Fair enough. Yeah, okay, so catwalk needs to actually be like this. Same on over here, I think. No, you're fine. Yeah, you're fine. What else? I could have... I have one idea of having like another like little like a door here or something. A corridor or a door here, perhaps. I was gonna have a random door here. Maybe I will. When I make this an actual door, I'm gonna just Alt-D this door over here. I don't know, just because. Or it could be a window. Or both. Like, actually, let me just see real quick. If I had a window, how well can I see? How well can I see that back wall? Let me just have a look at that in VR. Oh, okay, a window. Oh, yeah, a window would be much better on the up part of it. Yeah, big window. I could see that being a thing I want. So in that case, may not have the door. So, window just means cutting a hole in this and letting it go to the skybox for now. Just let those clouds be on the other side. Oh, light could shine in from it. That would be a cool lighting thing. I don't know if factories, like, it doesn't need to make sense for factories to have or not have windows. This is just like, again, it be a game. Whoa. Actually, okay, I don't want to have those go all the way around. I will just use the cut, or the knife tool. That is, I don't know the hotkey for. Okay. What's I need to be looking at from this way? Now, if I do that, let me just do this as a test. Oops. Is this cutting into the wall I want it to? No. Okay. So I have to do it like this. Now the question is, do I make it like a perfect square, or do I make it a more interesting abstract shape? Actually, I was gonna cut on that, but I changed my mind. And do I want it to stretch the whole wall, or just be like here kind of a thing? I mean, it depends on kind of what I'm putting on the other side of this. What are you trying to do? Let's just... excuse me? Oh, you're trying to, like, cut on the roof. How about you don't do that? Or, I don't know what you're doing, but don't. I guess can I cut from this side? I can. I mean, I guess it's all the same, so. And I can move it after. Let's just do this. And, like, the points are easy enough to move around. Do I want to just delete this, or probably be best that I like go in and then oops, do that. So I imagine either this will just be a hole out to the skybox. Oh wait, there's that other wall on the other side. I need to make sure that, yeah, if you're looking at this, you're seeing sky. You're not seeing that over there. I didn't even think about that. Well, I think I'm probably gonna put an image up against this of some kind of background thing, so it's probably fine. Oh, no, I'm drawing things I don't want to be drawing. No, I'm just trying to box select. I just want this over more. I do want it, yeah, I'm just going to pull it all over more just so for now it's less likely that you're going to see the other side. And, you know, I don't know, put this... Ooh, abstract, wow. For now. Yeah, and we'll see, like, how thick I even want the wall here to be. Might have it be less for now. Also might want to have some kind of actual windowsill kind of thing. Like, have more of an actual opening that isn't just a cut. Yeah, it's something, right? And something we get light shining through. Okay. Cool. So next, what next? Let's do some of that roof stuff I talked about. So my grandiose idea is pipes. Lots and lots of pipes. Because I can go curve. I think just a path is what I want. Yeah. Well. Sure. Let's just, as a temporary for now thing, take this, give it, where are you? I can give it geometry, this, bam, pipe. We can make more detailed pipe stuff later. We want it to be that way, but for now, this be a pipe. Call it this, make it like a gray. I'm actually gonna make a new collection for all the pipes. I imagine it's something I was gonna probably want. What? I don't have 2 forklifts. Oh, so I do. Well, that's like just the inside of that stuff. Okay. Okay. Sure. I want this guy over here. So, I also don't know how we necessarily want to do, like, the shape of these, but I kind of want to do more, rather than just a bunch that are straight lines. I have the capabilities of making this more weirdly shaped, so I think that's what we're going to do. Just kind of have a bunch of, I don't know, just have these pipes go weirdly around the ceiling in just weird patterns, because it can. Do I want them to, like, I was going to say, do I want to have this, like, loop? I mean, they don't have to be at a consistent height. In fact, the roof isn't even a consistent height. Oops. Well, also, I imagine we're going to have a mix of big pipes and small pipes. So, yeah, we'll see how that goes. Oop. Prefer for them to not be going through the roofs too much, but kind of look like they're attached to the roofs, not just, you know, floating randomly. Okay, let's just try, I don't know, going off this in this direction. I don't know if also they should be doing this kind of thing where like it's coming out of a wall or something, or if they should all be kind of going down the corridors. I mean, I guess it's fine. So let's say I do that as a pipe. I don't know, just because it can. What was that? I saw something weird going on there, but okay. Now also just fixing more of these to kind of actually be touching the roofs if I can. Yeah, let's get up. Actually, here. Whoops. I can improve some of the detail of some of these mid pipingness by having this, like, oh, you know, this can droop a bit. Yeah, okay. And I can, yeah, subdivide some of these and, yeah, do even more stuff with them. Let's see what that's looking like. Now now we're getting more environmental things that also be cast in shadows. Currently, very weird shadows. Let me just fix the one directional light in here that's currently just weird. Let me just fix it real quick. Oh, your directional light like that. Well, yeah, we just have a, for now, just a single directional light just kind of pointing straight down. Maybe not straight down, but like that just for now. We'll redo the lighting all as legal. I imagine first time we're gonna have a bunch of like spotlight things kind of going down in rows would be cool. Yeah. That's going to probably be a lot of baked lights, though, because that's usually what you have for that kind of thing. It's probably after we do that, then we'll worry more about the colors and stuff to see how it is with the lighting. So let's make more pipes, I guess. Actually, I kind of want this to go more towards the back wall. Yeah. I guess I just duplicate this. Delete every point but one, and then start again. And also I can have these all be different sizes if I so want. So let's make this one smaller. Oh, I should probably care a little bit about where the origin of these are. Not really. Never mind. I changed my mind. Other than it being kind of in the middle of the wall, or like in the middle of the just area. Here, let's have like a few kind of not really standard, but standard-ish pipes. Have a few that's just like going across. Oops. Not completely straight. What? A little bit. And also not going through all of that. Hey, this is clipping through the ceiling. How about you don't do that? Okay. Ooh, that's a perfect place for that to fit through. Alright, I'll take it. Now, I also, having the different pipes, having a few different pipe colors probably be recommended. Let's duplicate this down. I could just make, oops. I want to make, yeah, I'm going to make a few in a row like this, and then I'm going to change them all slightly. No, just the 4, I guess. Now, oh, I can, I believe, whoops. No. Let me select the pipes. I can go into edit mode on all these at once. Just easier to then change this one, and change this one, and all of that stuff. Make sure all of these do go into the wall and not stopping right before it. Can also mess a bit with their height to make them weave around the big one. I don't know if I should have made a bunch of tiny ones first, but oh well. And then made like bigger ones to weave around, but oh well. Okay. See, now we're getting more details in this environment, so yeah, it kind of cool. And hopefully it will turn out cool. I'm gonna have this one be more this way because it can be. Oh, you're not betting that good. I can increase like resolution stuff with these, but nah, it's fine. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do this. Have these overlap, or they kind of switch places because they can. Okay, these didn't end up being as straight as I was initially expecting them to be, but I mean, that's okay. Still cool. Even some of these individually might want different colors, but yeah, for now, complicated ceiling stuff, check. Kind of want them to still be closer to the ceiling, but oops. So I think just all of their endpoints I might bump up. Let me select the pipes. Thank you. Sure. That works. And again, when we do lighting, more material stuff, then we'll make it look better. Okay, I think next I want to make some of the geometry for the lights, because that's going to fill the ceiling as well. And yeah, so let's do that. So what kind of lights am I thinking here? Let me do some Googling of like warehouse lights. Because I can do like these kind of lights, or just circles that glow, which might be easier geometry-wise. No, actually, I think I kind of want to do like these kind of lights. Yeah. Yeah, like just a thin, long, white glowing Yeah. Okay. So let's make one of those. I will then make a new collection called lighting. And, yeah. Let's do that. So I want to start with, cube, I think. Actually, well, skipping ahead, actually, never mind. I'm just gonna go over here and design this. I was gonna say, skipping ahead, that like I'm gonna need two materials: the rest of the light, and then the actual glowing part being an emissive material. So I will need that to be a thing eventually. But those could be two materials on the same object. They don't need to be two different objects necessarily. Let me just call this ceiling light. Yeah. Okay. So what I'm imagining is moving these in, making this a lot thinner, and then this bit, actually even making it smaller, or like flatter from the top. This and go in. Oh, it's interesting having that come out a bit, but yeah. Okay, so I do that. Flat scale. Give it new material. Call it just light surrounding. Like what do I call like basically the surrounding part of the metal light? Call it metal light and make this like a gray or something. Make it a lighter gray. Using a lot of grays here. I just we'll figure out the color scheme stuff later. Then this is like gonna be, oops, that's not what I meant to do that. I meant to make a second material like this. That's gonna be the actual emissive light, perhaps. Now this will require more setting up in Unity, but for now, I do this. Yeah, and it can change the actual what color it's glowing later. Now, one thing I was going to say is that do I want to make this part emissive as well? I think I will for now. Okay, so let's just, and that's not that detailed, but let's just say this as a placeholder. I kind of want to, yeah, to a degree, I'm filling a lot of this with placeholders to then model them more in depth later. Once we have all of the pieces in place, I'm like, yes, this is how we want it to be. Now let's go through and make it all fancier. Is I think the idea. Because, for example, I could model a really nice light right now and then decide later that I want a completely different type of light because once I put it in, and oh, it doesn't look quite like how I was wanting it to, or blah, blah, blah. I will, however, do just a quick bevel modifier on this. And a shade smooth. For now. Okay, so I said I want this to kind of, well, yeah, go across. Oops. Might need to then also adjust some of the pipes too. Oh, that's not what I do. Might need to adjust the... What happened? What did I do? What buttons did I... Excuse me? Did I... What? I went to a different layer or something, I think? I'm seeing... What did I just do? Where is, like, the wall? The wall's still there. Why can't I see it? How do I don't know layer things. Local view? What? Oh, weird. That was a thing. If I go to something like just a different, okay, sure. Yeah. It's fine, whatever. Where is that light? Did I undo it too far? No? Okay. I did undo giving it a Boolean modifier, or not Boolean, bevel. Cranked up as much as it can go without, before being clamped. Oh, I hit 3? Oh, that's going between my collections. That's interesting. What if I don't want to do that? Okay. Anyways, what else was I able to do? Okay, go F3, shade smooth. As I said, I want to just duplicate these around, just going in a path. Oh, hi, new person. Hello, GodFrequency963. Hi. We are doing some fancy schmancy making an environment for a VR game. And it be going well so far. Oh, this thing can be hidden. It doesn't need to be there. Right now, specifically, we're setting up some lights and then might do some fancy lighting things. I don't know. We're about to find out. So I want to have one light that's like right above the player, which, okay, it's actually just at the all zeros. I'm just gonna, yeah, I'll array modifier this. No, I can't because the roof being different heights, that's gonna actually make a difference. I will, no, I'll array modifier this for the distance, and then I'll adjust the Y heights manually. That shouldn't be that bad. Okay, so how many lights do we want? Going across. I mean, not that many, obviously. Something like, oops, that. But also, I want more to the left and right. So, or, yeah, and something a little bit like this. Except that I'm gonna move this over this way. Yep. And then we'll probably have more lights going down these corridors, but just starting with like the main room lighting. And it doesn't need to be perfect. That seems good enough. I mean, actually, I also could just have, that'd be interesting. I could leave the lights being this low, but just have more like wires that are hooking them into the ceiling. Oh, maybe that'll look better. I don't know. Something to play around with. All of this is just, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just messing around with things and hoping that it works to a degree. So let's try... Actually, I was going to extrude from here, but I'm going to do something different. I'm going to try extruding from both of them, like twice from there. Put this like really high up, so now all of these are going into the ceiling. Actually, they don't need to be that high. Okay, let's just try this, just to see. I could also take, like, I could apply the array modifier and then, like, turn a few lights. That's something I could do, just for some variety. But, yeah, I mean, I guess that's interesting. And we play more with the colors and the everything, blah, blah, blah. It's a process. There's a lot of steps here. Just gotta tackle them one at a time. We still have this placeholder forklift that may or may not end up being a thing. I don't know. Okay, so we do have lighting. Huzzah. I do need to, or I want to extract that lighting material so I can mess more with it in Unity. Yeah, let's do that. Extract. Wait for it to do that. Over here, this. How bright are we going? Oh, I was expecting to see... What? I was expecting to see you actually... You don't have a cap on you, do you? I mean, kind of, but I was expecting it to... Oh, no, I'm thinking of, like, what happens when you have a lot of bloom. Wait, why am I not seeing any changes at all? Excuse me? Oh, that's interesting. Oh, yeah, I forgot that you're, I'm only going to actually see your lighting in, when I bake, which is an issue. That's okay. So we were thinking of maybe having lights that were more on the green side, because it just might look interesting. That's not green, that's kind of green. But again, I'm not going to be able to really see this until... Oh, interesting. Until I actually bake the lighting properly, so... Yeah, we'll see, we'll see. Yeah, 2 green. Yeah, okay, so... I want to see what this is actually looking like in the headset. We have a lot more stuff on the roof now, so that is something. Ooh, details. I like them. Okay, the lights are way bigger than I was expecting them to be. That's just because of scale stuff. Oh, that one's way too low. Or like that needs to be made lower, I think. I have ideas. More ideas, things to change. Okay, so first of all, I'm gonna move this lower and then actually have this go up just a tiny bit as it goes over into the distance, and hopefully that's fine. Seems like it. Might move some of the pipes. We'll see. But then also, I wanted to maybe reduce the size of each individual one. Oh, you didn't... Ah. Oops, I did an array modifier with a relative offset, not a constant offset, so let me fix that real quick. Which, the difference there is just that, what you just saw, I scaled down the model and that changed the spacing of everything. With constant offset, I would be able to change the model and have it not change the where all the copies are going. So, oops. Okay, this one's meant to just be them being arrayed into the distance, and this one is, oops, them being arrayed to the side. Something like that. And I'm gonna have, yeah, this one have the 0.1 up. 0.2. Ignoring how they're going through the pipes for now will be addressed later. I also think that this needs to go higher into the sky. What? Why are you doing that? Okay. Yeah, just make sure that none of them are too low. Alright, how about now? I could also have more of them. I made them smaller. I could change the array amount just so that there's more if I decide I want such a thing. Yeah, I guess that works. I might increase even more so how much they go up as they go into the distance. Mainly I'm just, so I could go and apply the array modifier and place all of these individually, or I mean I can just do what works good enough for now, which is with the array things. But I like, because the roof height changes. The ones here not being too, like not going up too high. Same with those ones. Being kind of samey. Yeah. Okay, so in saying that, go with this 0.5. Oh yeah, I forgot I do lower the roof height towards the end. Maybe the ones on the end are a little more fine if they do this. I might actually also not lower the roof height at the back as much as it currently is. Could you cooperate? Wait, am I selected on the things I want to be selected on? Yes. Oh, I don't have that on. That would explain. Just do that. And ta-da! Problem solved. Let me also play around with, I guess, just more changing with this model, even though it is still kind of placeholder-y. You know, this should maybe be more round going up, but for now it's fine. I will, however, make them thinner. I think that would be better. Okay, this, and I want this, and then with individual origins scale in. No. Oh, that's kind of cool. It's not what I was going for, but kind of cool. This is what I want, I guess. What else can I mess with here? Just random things that make this look better. Oh, that's weird, but kind of cool. Oh, it's doing weird, funky stuff on the end. That's because of the bevel modifier. I don't really need that right now. Let's just maybe not. What about a subdivision surface? Weird. But maybe I could mess with it. What in the what? What happens if I were to do stuff like... Oops. Okay, so much for placeholder, but... It's a weird light. That's no, I don't think so. I think it'd better be more, not blocky, but less weirdly round, as that was just happening. But I kind of like the way this comes out. Maybe not as much. Maybe just a little bit. I don't know. It's interesting. Either way, again, I think we'll readdress it more later. Might try making it wider. Just because. And am I fine with the amount, or do I want it to be more dense? Because I could do that. Oh, that's Photoshop. Yeah, okay. Let me have another look, because it matters most how it looks in the actual game. I look up, how do I feel about all those lights? I'm liking them, I think. And it'll be interesting to see when we actually bake out the light stuff, what that ends up looking like. That score stuff is still too high. Let me fix that while it's on my mind to do so. See, these are examples of what more finalized models might look like. Don't want it to like obstruct your view of the game stuff too much. I can move them back. Back and up. Okay. Yeah. Okay. What next? I guess now that we have some light things, we could start doing some actual lighting and get the lighting here to be more actually what it might look like. Let's attempt that, shall we? So our main light sources are coming from window, imagining a bunch of light coming in from the other side of these fans so that the blades themselves can cast some nice shadows, and then all of these lights. I mean, we got the skybox. That is a thing too. I don't know if I want to change out the skybox, or at least have the skybox have less influence on the lighting, because I think the scene should be a bit more darker. Yeah. So okay, this environment. Ooh. Yeah. That. Oh, okay. Yeah. Or it could be super bright like this. No. So, ooh. Okay, yeah. So no ambient lighting coming from the actual, from the... Ooh, okay. No ambient light coming from the skybox, but also, having ambient light that's, like green. I kind of like the atmosphere this brings. It's like a nuclear industrial plant thing. I don't know if that necessarily fits, but it can kind of. Now I need to make sure that, yeah, not everything is this tinted green, but when we have more, like, this could be more subtle. Like, also, like, purple could be an interesting color choice. Interesting. I kind of want, I like this, how green is looking. But again, it's not going to be, like, the lighting is just this, just the way that the, like, the darkest shadows are, is what I'm mainly looking at. I don't know with, yeah, setting up a sensor, I don't know what that actually does. Okay, anyway, so directional light. We have one of those currently, like this kind of. So directional lights are the only things that can cast real-time shadows. Wait, am I wrong on that? Yeah, real-time shadows for blah 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 blah. In the universal render pipeline, anyways, which I think is a little dumb. That point lights can't do real-time shadows, but oh well. Wait, can spotlights do real-time shadows? I'm like, a spotlight and a point light aren't that different. Like, a point light's just like a spotlight that goes in every direction. Fine. But this might be what we do, is have a big spotlight come out of both of these. I just want this to be casting shadows, so I'm not seeing much shadowing. Hold on. Where's the... Oh, you're... Oh, this. Oh, intent... Real time. Real-time indirect bounce is not supported for point spotlights. That's fine. I just want shadows. And also, even the angle is wrong here. Oh, okay, yeah, yeah. It's... Excuse me? Why am I not seeing... Oh, hold on. I got this. Un momento. Technically, I don't think the range of this matters, because it's... what's coming through... what's being kind of blocked off by this anyhow. Okay, why am I not seeing shadows of these fans? Please. Oh, hold on. Is this not... You're inside of here, right? Yeah. I don't understand. Excuse me? Make you brighter all day long. Just Why are you not? I don't understand. Oh, this just isn't casting any shadows. Am I correct on that? Okay, it's just not casting any shadows. But then why aren't you saying that you can't? Unless, yeah, it is that you can't. So my only way of doing real-time shadows is with a directional light. But I don't want this to be on everything. I just want a harsh directional light coming in from the other side of these fan blades. Let me do this, please. And they're going to be spinning fan blades, so that also is it matters. I could make... I don't want to do this. So, what I could do... Take off the solidify modifier on these. Put back on, as a momentary test, put back on all the solidify modifiers on all of this. So, wait, can you... I just want to test something. Can I just tell... Basically, I want the directional light... I want these walls to block the directional light. Like, yeah, do that. But I want to see if I can do it both double-sided without having to actually make more geometry. I mean, cast shadows off. I mean, it's not... Two-sided. Okay. Okay. Perfect. Save that so that... 1 second. Now I should be able to see... Yeah, because the fans are inside out, light should be casted in through these. Haha, there you are. There's a weird thing going on with, like, the shadow draw distances. How do I mess with that again? I think it's in project settings, quality. I believe there's something that has to do with shadows. Shadow mode. Should actually be looking to see if anything is changing as I'm messing with. I don't know. Here, let me do some Googling. I find this faster if I just Google it. So, Unity, Unity URP, shadow distance. From the camera? Built-in universal render pipeline is in the universal render pipeline asset. Yeah, okay, so one of those. Where do I find it again? That beat is. Aha! I see you. Ahaha! Okay. Perfect. I'm gonna go overkill on this, which I know is not great with performance, but I can pull it back later. Seeing how far back I can go before it. Okay, yeah. Cool. Now shadows are everywhere, as they were supposed to be. Okay, so next, I'll have to fix the geometry with this in a minute, but in terms of lighting, can I... Oh, this part's still going to be casting a shadow. Trying to think of what I could mess with get the thing that I'm trying to happen. If I temporarily got rid of this, then and move this for a minute. This is what I'm wanting to have happen, but real time and without having to have hidden that, I guess. Yeah, okay. So, just thinking of like the best way to go about this to have the least amount of problems. Because I also want like all of these garbage things to be casting real-time shadows. So I probably want a... Okay, I probably want then... Let me just confirm. So I can't use these to cast shadows. It's weird that it doesn't even tell me that it can't do it here. It just doesn't. Very strange. It has to be directional. Fine. Okay, so I guess I could, yeah, let me find the other one of these. Bring it back. I can set up layer stuff, I believe, to do some complicated lighting things of what lights are affecting what game objects. It just feels unnecessary, but okay, if it's what I gotta do, is what I gotta do. So I'm gonna put this directional light here, because this one light will be used to light both of those. Let me just set up the other lights kind of first before I go too much further. I'm going to need basically a directional light that's shining straight down that is basically just used for the real-time shadows of like everything else. Mainly like the player related stuff. I mean, directional lights don't matter where they're actually placed. This is more like a representative thing. Okay, but this one shouldn't be too strong, because once we get all the lighting in from everything else, yeah, it's gonna affect things. Which means even like this light probably, well, shouldn't be too strong right now. Let's just say it was like this. Okay, yeah. And then we got all of these are gonna have their own like baked lighting stuff that's going on. Oh, and then also I'm gonna have a directional light coming in from this window. Except this is more static, so this could be like a static kind of light. Like, this doesn't need to be real time. This could be baked. In fact, I don't know if it'll bake shadows like that automatically. I don't know how it's gonna work. But let's just say for now that I did this. Why am I not seeing the shadow that this is casting? If I turn you off, yeah, because yeah, I think that's another thing with shadows is that. Oops, didn't mean to do that. I think that's another thing with shadows is that they can only on one object. Like, shadows are expensive in terms of not what I mean to click. I'm just trying to see that. Okay, yeah, shadows are expensive in terms of calculations and performance and all that. So usually, when you can not have to worry about that, it's better. Or you have less calculations to do with shadows. That is better. Okay. Okay, so, oh, I see. So the shadow of the window is this. So, let me just, I don't get that at a good angle. I don't really know what I want out of this, just thought it could cast a shadow and have it. It would be nice. It could be at an angle, coming like in like this, perhaps. I don't know if that makes any sense with like the direction of the sun or whatever, but I guess it could cast part of its shadow on the catwalk, and maybe that could look cool. I don't know. For this, we're only really looking at this shadow, because in a moment, this light won't be responsible for any of these other shadows, in theory. Okay, wait, right. Also, keeping in mind where the player is, player cannot see the top of the catwalk, so unless I end up moving it down later. So if it's casting a shadow, it's got to be a shadow like, I think here. Oh, that's perfect, I think. Yeah, I'm fine with that. So that's the shadow that's going to be casting. This can be a baked shadow. I don't know if I care for it to be a hard or soft shadow. Make it hard shadows, I guess. See if that looks good. So now, this is going to be... I guess I should name some of these, shouldn't I? So this is going to be fan, directional light. This is going to be... I'm going to call this main directional light. Yeah, main, sure. And this is window directional light. And this one gets to be real time. Or sorry, this one gets to be baked. May I do mixed? I'll go with mixed. So that if you do throw an object in the distance, or if I have anything else coming by and this cast shadows for some of that stuff, sure, it can do that. This real time. Bada. You know what? Actually, mixed. I think mixed means like it's real time for things that it's able to be real time with, and it's baked for things that it's able to be baked with. So, sure, let it do that. Indirect multiplier. I'm gonna put that as a 1, because sure. Fan directional light. Yeah, I'm gonna put you as a 1 as well. See what that does. The main one, no, because I don't think indirect multiplier. I think that's something that only applies for bake light stuff. Yeah, it's real global illumination. Yeah, okay. Anyways, so now I think I need to set up a lot of. So it's this culling mask thing that's gonna be annoying to set up, but for all of this lighting thing. So let's do that. Okay. What's easiest to start with? Let's start with this one. So this window directional light needs to be kind of hit off like the wall. So it needs to how does this work again? So the wall for starters, the wall here needs to be that like where's the whatever double-sided cast shadows two-sided. Or hold on, let me get rid of the other lights first to make it potentially easier to do one at a time. Okay, just looking at this light, if this was set up properly, the only shadow we should be seeing is this one. Not any of this, not any of this on the wall. So it's like the roof and the walls that it needs to need to be set to whatever correct settings make this happen. So let's start with the roof. The problem here is if I go roof, cast shadows, two-sided, like this is gonna it does what I want here, sure, but I don't think it's gonna do what I want with other lights. Oh, I also need to make sure that this isn't a problem. Is that? You know what I might do real quick? Because while I notice that that's a thing, I might take all of these walls, move them down all ever so slightly. So there's no chance of them, like, slight bit of, like, clipping through the floor. I'll do this with the ceiling, too. What? Oh, okay, so it's all this except these. No, come on. Let me deselect these. Isn't it like if I hold control? That's it, yeah. Is that all I wanted to have selected? Yeah. Okay. So they're all just slightly higher than the roofs and floors, so there's just... How did that make it worse? That was supposed to make this better. Now it's going through. It's... What are you talking about? What? Again, I ask, what do you mean? How is there any bit of light here? That's not how that's supposed to work. Well, I mean, I guess I'll put you back how you were, since that was better. I'll figure that out later, I guess. Hope it can fix itself. If I do solidify the walls again, that would probably do it. Okay, so... Okay, so this one looked like this. Good. Actually, is that... Making sure everything else is... No, what's it doing to... Oh, I think this is stuff that might get fixed when it bakes stuff. Maybe. Oh, that's interesting how that works. Oh. I will adjust whatever that is in a minute. But just, okay. For the most part, it seems to be fine. Okay. Turn you off onto the next one. The main directional light. I think for this, I just need to have this one have a culling mask that, like, ignores the roof. I think that's what I need. I'm gonna, like, all these ones that are purely for lighting things, I'm gonna prefix with environment. Oh, I gotta spell it right, though. Environment. Roof. Okay. So this one's got to then ignore this, except I got to actually put the roof on that layer. Okay. So now this is... I don't know if I want it to be shining straight down, and I can mess with also like the colors and blah, blah, blah. But in terms of just giving shadows to the right things and giving like not shadows to the right things, yeah, getting it sorted. I almost actually maybe want to take this, lean it just a little. I don't know if I want to lean it like towards or away. Lean it away from the player. No, then you got this wall casting a big shadow on them. Let's maybe, I'll just leave it straight down for right now. Yeah, so which means that all the lighting on the walls are gonna come from the baked lighting, which I think is okay, actually. Okay, so then the hardest of them all, so this sorted out, the hardest thing then is going to be the fan directional light, getting that to operate the way I want. So basically, now this light should be only, I'll put that at strength of 1. It should only, it's like it's similar to the window, where it should be only light coming in from these holes, real-time light that is then bouncing off the fan here. We're not, the fan's causing shadows is what I mean. Let me also do one thing real quick. I'd like to this placeholder forklift that may one day actually be a forklift. Why are you doing this? No. Just move it out of the way for right now. Just move it down there for the moment. Like, this corridor might still be too big, but we'll see. It's a factory. I don't know. Okay. So, currently, the height of these is a problem because of the way the light clips off of this bit going up. So, it's almost actually that having these go down might make this just easier to work with. Which, also, again, doesn't need to make sense. It just needs to work. Pivot around, well, I wanted to pivot around this. Okay, so here, if I go this, 3D cursor to, or cursor, I can't spell, cursor to selected, and then pivot off of the 3D cursor, select all this, R, blah, 180, blah, there we go. These are supposed to be, I want to Alt-D them so that if I change one, it changes the other. Okay. Yeah. And also now, because I'm not having a solidify modifier on these, I'm gonna just put this back manually. Except not all the way, because I just think it looks cool to, I don't know, not be like this. And then we'll see if I can scale it in, but not too much, and then extrude it back. I don't know if this is gonna mess with the lighting stuff, but are you not moving the way that I want you to? What happened? It's an E, this, scale it. Oh, you're scaling on the, yeah, right, okay, that would do it. With the 3D cursor, that stuff was still all on. Just needs to go till it hits the wall. Okay, so now that's like that. It looks more intentional, perhaps. Okay, so with this like this, this light be shining in. Oh, right, this got messed up. You need to be child object of you. No, you need child object of you. But I think you still operate the same, yeah. On the Blender side, it's fine. I need to correct it on the... Oh, corrected itself on the Unity side too. So if that's going down, now a light shining here. What's the next thing I need to do? Why is this not doing anything? Oh. Aha. Okay, so now you're casting shadows. Now you're distorted in a way that does make sense. ignoring whatever weird stuff's going on at the edges here. That's kind of what I want. If I make it a soft shadow, will it be more... Okay, I don't know. Okay, so that's this that it's like chipping on, which is weird, but okay. So for a moment, so I need to change something about this model to make the light go through it better. So just to make sure I understand this right, if I were to bring this all the way back, that makes it worse, right? Because it's then gonna, yeah, now it's like chopping off the top of that. So I don't want to have that happen. If I get rid of that entirely, whoops, then we're gonna have, no, it's still there. Oh, it's happening from this bit. Okay, how do I fix this? The actual pipe itself, I can't, cast shadows, two-sided. This is the problem, it's two-sided, then it's not, like, coming through. It needs to be a directional light to actually have real-time shadows. So I need the light to go through the pipe. You know, from where the player is, I don't actually need geometry there, do I? So I can actually, I should be fine deleting this face. And that might be okay. I don't know if that helps at all. So there's got this weird, like, with the way that the lighting is just doing weird things. So, and for the record, without this, it's, I think, fine. Right, if I didn't have the hole the way that it was, yeah, there's the circle that I want. So maybe I do have to pull it back just so that this works properly. Yeah, if it actually goes into the, maybe, yeah, let me see. If it goes into the wall, does it fix it? Almost, but not completely. Like, pull it. So it's on basically the other side of the wall now. Do I still see this cut thing? I do. Why? Could you just not? Well, I guess I'm gonna undo back to when it was like this, because it was still, it was like that, because it wasn't terrible. Like, it was basically still the same issue, I just wasn't able to remove it entirely. Why did you do that? No, my positioning of things. Okay, it's fine. Okay, I'll have to try next. Still not necessarily settled on the colors, but if I turn the light, can I at least have it be better? Ooh, that is kind of cool to have the fan lights go like all the way across like that. What? How are you? Wait, how are you being slightly different? The two fans. Oh, because the way. Wait, what? 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 Excuse me? But the fans, they're supposed to be identical right now. And again, the position of the directional light doesn't matter. How is that happening? Is it one slightly higher? What? I don't understand. How is... oh, because the ground here is lower. Oh, I'm an idiot. Yes, of course. The ground is, yeah, different heights, so, yeah. Could do something like this. Don't know how. I kind of like it being a bit over. Although it's gonna be weird a little bit that it's directly opposite to how the window directional light is. Can I turn it both on right now? And why'd the window light break? I thought that was working. I guess I'll come back to it in a second. But that light's gonna be around here, so I don't know if I want them to both be kind of going the same way. I mean, having the fan then kind of encroaching on the player's play area could be interesting. Because the player is going to be here, but I don't know if I want that necessarily. I'm curious. Let me just see this in its current state, because the fans are going to be spinning. Ooh. I can see the shadows changing. It is kind of neat seeing this with like darker lights rather than being all brightly lit. I just don't know if that's a bit annoying to have the light sweep across this what will eventually be a conveyor belt every few seconds. I might have the fans spin a little slower. I don't know how fast they're going to spin. But we'll see. Okay, so I think I'm gonna pull them back, not do that thing. But I'm liking how this is shaping up. Let's just say that they're like that and call it a day for now. Maybe it'll be a bit closer to where they actually are. Okay, so still have like there's this weird thing going on with the way that the geometry is, and I just don't know how to like change the geometry to make the light interact with that better. But wait a minute. If I just didn't have cast shadows on that. That's all I needed to do. I just don't need these to cast shadows. That's fine. I didn't need that to be a thing in the first place. That's okay. Just don't have those cast shadows. That's all I needed to do. That fixes it. And now it's like perfect circle. Not a perfect circle. Perfect ellipse is what I mean. Wow. Okay. Should have thought of that sooner. Which means I could... Actually, I was going to say I could have these turned up again. But now I just got the idea of what if I turn one down and one up? For more being different. And you know what? Go one slight bit of an angle. Actually, you might turn this one this way, because from the player's point of view, so you can see that it's actually doing that. Hang on, even on this one. Let's do this. Because we can. Now, I'm just curious of how well can I actually see that from the player. Oh, I can't even see that I turned the other one. That's fine. Interesting, I can see a bit of the shadow from the fan in the fan hole thing, but yeah, I mean, sure. I think I'm happy with it. Oh, those look awesome! I didn't even see that. I like how much those are glowing with like the black of the behind it. Whoa! I really like that. I also kind of wanted the green things on top to be glowing, perhaps. So I might do that. Interesting. Let me just get this material. Alright, I think that's cool. Okay, so what now? So first of all, the window one looked like I broke it at some point, so let me... No, it's fine. Wait, you go further than I think you should. What's this coming from? What? Excuse me? Excuse me? Get out of being isometric. I don't know what's causing... Oh, that's what's causing it. Okay. Okay, I was like, oh, it's making two shadows. No, this is fine. Am I fine with that? I don't know if I want that to be that, move over a little bit. Because I'm just keeping in mind what the player can see and can't see. I kind of like this random like cut like that, but the player... Okay, wait, why is that doing that? That's not. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine how it is. Can adjust it later. So now, bring back all the lighting. Still have to change actual intensities and stuff. Let's have the main light. Let's go for a darker thing. Well, also when we bake all the lighting, it's gonna brighten things up more and actually tint things and all that. Have that one not be so bright. Why does this one seem like it's brightening everything? That shouldn't be even happening. And then the fan one can be really bright because it's just what's coming in from these. In fact, I might turn it over a little bit because I don't know if I want as much of that. Maybe I do. Just a little bit less of it. Or again, like it being taking up more surface area on the ground, I kind of like. Okay, so yeah. Next, I should do this before I forget. Let me mark everything that is static as static because that's gonna affect a lot of the lighting stuff. Yes. Just make sure I'm marking the right things. No, I'm trying to select the wall. Give me the wall. Roof. It's not everything in the environment, is it? Or actually, wait. What in the environment is not? Do I not want to mark static? The bins will be static. These won't. I think it's actually just the fans currently. Yeah, you know what? I think I can do this, and then specifically the fans. Unmark. I'm trying to. It's like, let me select you. Thank you. And I think, yeah, the childs of the fans. I just need the center thing, because the blades are child objects of the center, so... Okay, that should be good. The lights are static too, and the pipes and all that. Alright, cool. Now, I'm curious of what this is going to look like currently when we actually bake the lighting and stuff. Oh, is this forklift? If it's a stationary forklift, again, still not even a forklift yet. We might, you know... I don't even know if we're going to have a forklift. It just seemed like a factory thing to put in. Let me just... Oh, angled ground. I don't know if I actually want that corridor to be on angled ground, but, you know, it's fine for right now. It doesn't need to make sense. Ooh. Okay, no, this is just going to be buried at the back for right now. I don't know. Just, yeah, just can sit here. Okay, so it's about 6 o'clock. I think now's a good time for me to take a break because I'm also, as I said, I'm curious of what the lighting stuff's going to look like. So I'm going to go and generate the lighting, which will make the stream die, as we saw before. So, yeah. Is there anything else I want to set up before I do this, though? These lights are set up, because mainly it's like the lighting that these things are going to contribute, I'm curious to see. And see that if it's actually going to work is the other side of this. Yeah. Hopefully, this might be too green. We're gonna find out. Also, like the ground is the only thing that actually has a texture on it right now. Eventually, we'll hopefully have actual textures on everything else and adjust the lighting of everything, like the colors of all that of everything else. Also, the skybox is still a bit too bright, maybe. I did adjust like the ambient lighting coming from environment intensity multiplier. Ooh. Okay. Have that be less. Have fog. Oh, the bloom is. Yeah. Wait. If I do this, but then, hold on. Let me make this like a blue. I don't think I actually want this, but it's mildly interesting. I mean, I do. It's just white. Just this tiny, tiny bit of fog in the distance. Could be interesting looking in VR. Huh. Ooh, I like the yellow fog. Okay. Just kind of being around everything with the green lights. This is interesting. Oh, I like it. I like it in here. Oh, yeah, the way everything gets kind of tinted. I forgot we were going to make a little pedestal for this guy. I don't know where I'm going to put that. Or I don't know if I need it. But this is a conveyor belt, so this guy can't actually... He's not going to be standing here much. So I need a place for him to stand. He can actually just kind of be on like the edge of one of the garbage bins or something. I thought it was maybe I was going to make like a dedicated podium for him to stand on some of the time, but maybe not. We'll see. I'm just kind of looking around at everything. Still might need to adjust some of the pipes, because I think they're going through some of the lights, but we'll get to that. That hole, the light there is still too bright. I don't know why. Well, it's I mean, on the other side is a white cloud from the skybox that we just have in here right now. That's part of why. I could... I could get a different skybox. Yeah, of course, can do that. This just came from the default sort of scene that we had here. There's also post-processing effects that are contributing to some of this. Actually, not even doing that much. What if I were to do this? Post-exposure, go down. Not that much, but just maybe just like a little bit, and then interesting is the whoa. It's interesting. I can use shift everything. Don't necessarily want to do that because it messes with the colors of things that I don't want to actually mess with the colors of. Just kind of neat to mess around with. But not what I actually want to mess with. Oh, mouse, nope. Okay. And kind of cool. I like how much this stuff is all glowing. Just making sure that things that shouldn't be glowing aren't. Yeah. Might readdress this just at a different point in time, because like I say this is a window, it might not actually be a window out to the skybox. Instead, we might do more of like having an image up against that wall, so it's not actually going to the outside. We'll see. We'll see. Oh yeah, I forgot about the vignette. What other post-processing things might I want to mess with? There's the whole these guys, lift, gamma, and gain. They can do interesting things sometimes. Oh, or not. Ooh. All dark and spooky. I mean, for like a horror game, this is mildly interesting. Not actually going with this, but... Oh. Ooh. I can't see a lot of background things. But no, we're not. Yeah, as I said, we're not going with that that level of darkness. Anyways, okay, I'll mess more with this later because I don't believe post-processing stuff is affected by, or changing these settings will affect what the bake looks like. Baking the lighting. Could do some depth of field things. That interesting. Would I though? Would I want to? I just see what it can do. You're not... Especially in VR. Why is this not doing anything? I'm not seeing this have any kind of effect. I would expect to... Oh, maybe it doesn't do anything. Oh, that would make sense. I could see it not doing anything in scene view. Okay. I mean, okay, I think it is working, which is interesting. Yeah. A reminder that you guys see like a more zoomed in version of what I see by a lot, so. Okay, I'm just removing this. Oh, that's kind of cool. Whoa. It's weird actually seeing it like change. Like I don't know how much you guys can see this, but just I can see that stuff in the distance is a lot blurrier. Which actually, I kind of like. It helps hide like the backgrounds don't need to be as much more detail. I quite like how just the swooping pipes in the sky look with that bit of blurring. I think it's overdone right now. Yeah. But it's kind of cool. I don't know what that does. That's a Gaussian blur. I know a Gaussian blur is a type of blur that tries to preserve... it's better at preserving edges and stuff. because I've had to manually program some Gaussian blur things in different school assignment stuff. Okay, this would be really cool for a pause menu. Could you imagine if you pause the game, everything blurs, but then you have some UI elements that come up that aren't blurred? That would be kind of cool. Why are those fans aren't blurred? That's just interesting. Okay. I'm just gonna keep messing with this because I'm finding it interesting. And then maybe I'll go for a break after. I do have to keep, like, going back and forth between headset and not. I mean, I can kind of look at, like, what you guys are seeing with the scene view. But, yeah, it is, as I say, kind of cool. Maybe I'll go back for the Gaussian blur. I think I was having more luck with that. I'm just kind of messing with settings and see what they do rather than actually, like, knowing what settings are going to do. Whoa, I can see a line moving across the floor. Is that the line of blurring because I have the two values basically on top of each other and they're not supposed to be? There's supposed to be an actual gradient between them, probably. I'm just not seeing this, me changing the end value, I'm just not seeing much of a difference actually happening. I don't know if I'm supposed to. I mean, kind of was before, I don't know what happened. And at max radius, I don't know what that does either. Also, is the high quality sampling, whatever that does. Is it doing anything? I can't tell. I'm lost. Oh, it's okay. It is doing stuff. Yeah. And on account of that, I think I will keep it. Oh no, the time's about to run out. I quite like actually what it's doing to that time. The way it's blurring it even more. Oh, and I like the way that the things on top are glowing. That's awesome. A lot of this is really cool. Very awesome. Yeah. Might bump this up a bit though. Not even more. Oh, okay, I see how that's working. Okay, I kind of get how that's doing. But yeah, so having everything in the foreground not actually be blurry. Or maybe like this. Yeah, okay. Interesting. Okay, I like this. I like this. I don't know how it comes across the same way like what you guys are seeing, but I quite like what I'm seeing. So 5 and 30, I don't think, yeah, those don't get undone. I'm not going to do high quality sampling because I don't know what performance stuff that's doing that I might not want it to be doing. What else? Oh, white balance is a thing. Oh, yeah. Oh, right, I'm not seeing anything yet. Actually, I'm going to go back in here, mess with some of this. Because I guess we are kind of going for like a warm temperature thing, so actually doing that is interesting. But this, plus all the green we might have very shortly. In fact, maybe I might be better to make some of the lights more white, and then have the tint be what's doing more of this greenness. Oh, this is cool. Very cool. I'm going through like the extremes right now with these values, but still is cool. Red and yellows. Interesting. Kind of cool. Okay, let's go back to this normal for now. Let me bump this up a bit. And bump this down just a bit. So, it's changing kind of like what that looks like. It's not being just a pure white anymore, but don't know if it's what I actually want. Okay. There's like a few things I'm looking at. Maybe like the timer thing, and then the raccoons. Like, how are those being affected by the white balance that we got going on here? We'll see. I'm gonna stick with this for now. I think it's being interesting, and I'm like with the idea that it's gonna be a lot more green. I think when I bake the emissive lights at the top. We can mess around more with color schemes. I don't know, just messing around and seeing what happens. What would be nice if I can rotate this? That's actually what I was just about to say. Is it'd be nice if I could rotate this so it's more pure sky out there. Yeah, that's much better. And exposure. Oh. That's exactly what I wanted. Yeah. And I can tint it. Oh, that's horrifying. I mean, so, like, we could have this, all about recycling and whatnot. Be like, the world is green and toxic, and but as you sort things, then it gets all nice and not deadly. But no, for now, let's go like this, but darker. Still gonna be like daytime, just not as blinding white as it was a second ago. So try that. And as I said before, I think we're gonna have an actual image up against that window. So, yeah. Alright, anyways, I think this is shaping up quite nice for right now. So I'm gonna, as I said before and didn't do, I'm gonna now actually do, take a bit of a break, and to also let, oh, are you not? Okay. Gonna let all this environment stuff bake out, and see how that looks when we get back. And hopefully it will look cool. I don't know if oh, those would be different things. I don't want to overwrite. Alright, well, so I don't know if I should... So normally I have like a separate scene I go to, it's like a not here thing. But because I know that this is going to be very intensive on CPU usage and whatnot, I might actually just... It's all basically the same. Yeah, I think I'm going to stop the stream, bake this out, and then when it's finished, I'm going to come back. Don't want to let these point lights. I forgot that I have... Yeah, these point lights that be doing things. I'm going to just see what the emissive lights can do on their own. I won't delete those objects yet, but yeah, we'll see. Anyways, yeah, alright. I'll be back. Don't know how long. Basically, as long as this takes to finish, basically. So, yeah, see you in a moment. Not a moment, a few moments, many moments. See you whenever this finishes. Ha.